Hello, welcome to my video of Tomb Raider 2 Glitch tutorial. Today is gonna be about Dragon's Lair and Home Sweet Home. I will do only one video for both because they are pretty simple, both of them. No glitch, not technical, just shoot and use med. That's basically what those levels are, so let's go. So at this point, you absolutely need meds, and for example here I have 1 and 6. This is a run situation that I can have in secret, but if you have more than 2 or 3 when entering this level, you're fine. So this is good. And you should have 1 flare remaining if you wrote it right, because you're gonna flare console once. So here I have 3, I don't know why. And you will need 10 grenades. The 10 grenades you picked up all the way into the tutorial. And you have to have roughly 60 M16 ammo remaining. That's all you need. The rest is okay. If you have auto ammo remaining, you don't need them. If you don't have pistol remaining, obviously an extra. But that's basically what you need. So if you have a lot of meds, you can skip this one, but if you don't, you can just pick it up. So we're gonna do that. And you're gonna take them 16, and I don't know if this guy already spawned. No, it doesn't. So the guy spawned. There is a guy in front of us that will spawn at the next tile. So you have 2 ways of killing him. You can just walk and kill him. These guys take roughly 40 shots. A bit less than that actually, for 35 I think. Or you can kill him running into his friend, and you will be able to keep going. I prefer this way for the single reason that if you walk, I'm gonna show you. If you walk, for example, you won't be able to see him clearly fading to jet because the camera will switch. You have to press the camera button once if you want to see him when you walk. But if you run, like I do here, you'll be able to see when it dies. Like here. And you'll be able to directly go to that level. So that's the only, not tricky, but the only thing to notice. And then you're gonna quickly go there, jump over this guy, and you're gonna quickly go to the door. And the purpose will be to kill 1 guy, and you will need 20 bullets to kill him. This is this guy. So this is my technique to kill him. What I do is I jump on this higher part here, and he will spawn. Technically he already spawned, but you can't see him because there is more than 5 enemies around you already, and he will only appears when you will be closer to him than the other guys. That's basically how it works. So that's the way I do it. You're gonna kill him like this, walking. You don't want to run to him too quickly because if you do, you can miss him. So here it's fine, for example, but if you had a running jump or whatever, you can miss him like this. Okay, I didn't hear, but let's pretend you shot late or whatever. If you miss him, for example, you have to roll, and it will go away, and you won't know which one it is, unless you keep holding the the fire button. If you keep holding the fire button, she will keep the lock all the time, and you will be able to know which one it is. But if you don't, it's basically rigged because you will have to kill everyone to get the item you want. So you have to really be careful about that. That's why I walk here, because whatever happens, he will have a death animation. So if you run to him, you will have any way to wait his death animation to trigger, and he will push you if you're close to him. So it might be wrong to do, because he will push you and you won't be able to get the item directly. So this is the best way to do it. You walk, oops. shoot him, you walk, and once you kill him, you're gonna turn around once. You're gonna run around once. It looks stupid, but it really helps the RNG because the statue guy will be on you, and if you directly go pick the item, he will be on you and you will be able to disturb you and push you before you pick up the item. But if you do this, just slide turn here, he will run around and he will avoid you. So here it didn't happen because of course I'm explaining it, but that's what's supposed to happen. Of course that doesn't happen. Of course I get the only RNG there where it doesn't help. You do a run here and that will happen. So for some reason, because the RNG sucked here, and because I probably saved, so I had a different trajectory, etc. than usual. It's something bad happened, and I had to do a bigger run. If you do a small run around like this, it won't be a problem. You won't have any problem picking the item. And then you just need to spam meds and go to the keyhole and use the item. And you're gonna prepare a flare here to flare cancel these spots. And you're gonna prepare your grenade launcher because you're gonna face the final boss. So there is technique to kill him very easily, and you probably all know it. So you go here against roughly in the middle of a pillar. You're gonna step backwards. You're gonna aim roughly here. If it's here, it's good. If it's here, it's good. Doesn't matter. You're gonna draw your grenade launcher. You're gonna shoot him and kill him. So pretty. Nothing else to say. Should be two more. Yeah. Important thing. After you shot the last grenade, you don't directly do running jumps to him. You wait 1 second, maybe a bit less, but you wait. Because if you do, what's going to happen is when you're close to him, you might go through his body when he's falling. And if you do, you will be the other side of the body, and you won't be able to pick up a dagger, and it will be hell. Because you will have to kill him with something else than a grenade. So you have to be careful about that. You want to delay a bit your jump. Not really delay like a walk delay or whatever, but you want to wait a bit before starting jump. This is really important if you don't want to be trolled. And then one more thing. You're gonna run to the end of a level. An important thing, you have to do a standing jump after the cinematic. This is really important that you don't do a running jump. Because if you do a running jump, I'm gonna do it. If you do a running jump, you can get a stumble before the end of the level. Probably won't have it here. I don't know actually. Okay, so here I stumbled, so I died. And that's because I did a running jump when I started the sequence after the small cutscene. So you have to be careful about that. You can avoid it if you curve a bit, I guess. I never tried that because I quickly found there's not another alternative. Maybe if you curve like this at the start, you might avoid it, but I don't recommend that. What I recommend is standing jump here, and then you do running jumps, and it always works. So this is something you can be told about in this level too. And yeah. So you won't get the stumble, and you will finish the level. Pretty easy level. Just use meta and kill guys. It's just tricky if you don't have a lot of meds. Anyway, now we are in the final levels. So there will almost be nothing to say about that level, because this level is easy and it's just always the same over and over. It's just about RNG. So just you start, you do side flip right, back twist, and use a key. And you're gonna pick up the shotgun, 2 set of shotgun ammo, and 2 large meds. So ammo here, you turn, pick up the shotgun, pick up a large med, and pick up another one, and you're ready to do the level. If you're not sure about yourself, you can roll here and get a small, extra small. This is how you want. So, this is the best and easiest way of getting the ammo here. So you just 1, 2, 3, you jump, you get this ammo, backstep here, backstep here, turn slightly, side flip, and get the meds here. So this is the easiest way of getting those things. And then there is a road for this level, easy road to remember, and this is the best road if you don't want to be trolled, because you need to kill 15 enemies before the final boss appear. And as long as you didn't kill the 15 one, it won't spawn. And there can be dog running around the house, so it can be pretty RNG and that guy can hide. This is the most solid route and quickest route you can get. This is not exactly the quickest, but it's a quicker one, but you get trolled much easier, so we avoid doing it. So, what you do is you're gonna kill the guy at the window. And if the window doesn't break, you can, for example, if the window didn't break here, I wouldn't be able to jump through the balcony, what I'm gonna do. So I would have either tried to break the window with my shotgun, but it's random for some reason, or I can try to get through using the roll, but it's also pretty random for some reason. So if you have to wait for the guy to break the window, or you can be really trolled by this level. That's all it is, and that's only RNG. So you jump here, and you go this way. And you're gonna kill a dog and a gun guy. And there is guys following us, but don't worry, it's okay. So at this point, there is gonna be a dog and a gun guy. The gun guy will always be here, basically. But the dog, you basically, sometimes you won't see the dog. And if you don't see the dog, you just need to pray that he will come back eventually later in the level. Because it can be anywhere if he's not here. It can happen that he's not here. It's not very often. But if it happens, it's just this dog is the dog that can troll the run really easily. And you can't do anything about it. So you just pray and keep doing the level, and eventually he might come back. And if he doesn't, you will have to look for him or wait for him. But you can't, this is not something in your power. So here it is. Important, if you see him, but you saw him run somewhere, you keep chasing him, and you kill him, and then you do the normal road. Because you really want to kill this dog at any cost. You kill the 2 guys, roll, you can kill this guy and this guy, and keep going. And generally there won't be any enemies until the next dogs and gun guy. But for some reason sometimes there is some guys here that can happen, so be prepared. For example him. That's not RNG, that happens always. And there's gonna be a dog here and a gun guy here. Kill them. There's gonna be a melee guy here. Kill him. And there's gonna be 3 gun guy, 1 here, 1 here, take a med, a dog, another gun guy, another dog here, and a gun guy here. And I think that should be it. And the boss spawn. Yeah, good. Okay. So we're gonna redo it one more time. And one last time. So, kill this guy. You go to the dog and the gun guy. And pray that they are here. So the dog is here. The gun guy here. One, two melee guy. And then there's gonna be dog and gun guy. Except if the melee guy is coming, but it shouldn't be because I was relatively fast. Okay, it's here. Generally it comes later, but it's okay here. Because melee guys are almost never a tool because they always come to you. Kill those two. One melee guy is probably gonna come. One. Oops. So you have to be careful here. I don't have a lot of health. I might die actually. Okay. And then the final boss will spawn. Oh, never mind, there is a dog here. And then the final boss will spawn. So here I got the worst RNG possible. So I'm gonna redo quickly. And you're gonna spawn the final boss here, which spawn this way. You avoid those shots and you finish the game. Oops. And you're done with Tomb Raider 2 Glitch. So that's basically it. There is nothing else to explain. The boss is really easy and etc. And you just need to wait for the stat screen, and you've done with Tomb Raider 2. So I hope my tutorials helped a lot, and if you have any question, as usual, you can ask in commentary section and even in Discord for the Tomb Raider channel and etc. There is all the tools, the saves, the spreadsheets and etc. in the description, and thanks a lot for watching and see you next time.